Hi guys, today we are going to discuss about the topic is bone. Bone is the connective tissue. In the connective tissue, one of the specialized tissue, okay, in the connective tissue among the 4 tissues, which is epithelial tissue, connective tissue, nervous tissue and muscular tissue. Bone is the connective tissue which is from originate from the mesoderm. Okay, it is mesodermal origin. Okay, in the connective tissue, it is the specialized tissue. Why it is special? Okay, it is the strongest tissue. Okay, mean very hard, rigid characters. Okay, very hard. Okay, and it is mineralized connective tissue, very hard and mineralized. It provides structural framework to the body. It is provide structural framework to the body. How? They can interact with muscle. Bone interact with muscle to make structure and function to the organs. Okay, organisms. Okay, yes, it rich in calcium salts, especially calcium sulfate, calcium phosphate, Ca3PO4, Ca3PO4 calcium Ca3PO4 2. This is the calcium phosphate. Okay, calcium salts we can call calcium salts. Bone is highly vascularized. Okay, mean there is a blood supply. There is blood supply, blood and nerves and lymph is enter into the bone, that is highly vascularized. Okay, this is common characters of the bone. What is internal structure of the bone? We are going to discuss the structure of the bone. Okay, yeah, structure of compact bone. Compact bone is the type of bone, type of long bone. What is the structure in the compact bone? This is the most important for exam point of view, guys. Okay, we are going to discuss about this compact bone. Okay, yeah, this is about bone. This is about bone structure. This part we can call diaphysis. This part we can call epiphysis. In the compact bone, one diaphysis and 2 epiphysis are there. Epiphysis. Sorry guys, wait. Yeah, this is diaphysis. Epiphysis. Okay, in the compact bone, there are like one diaphysis region and 2 epiphysis. Okay, yeah, this is the middle part. We can call medulla. Okay, medullary part, medullary cavity. Okay, these are the places, and the epiphysis part divided by a small plate, epiphyseal plate. Okay, this epiphysis is, there is a fragment like structures called trabeculae. there is a pieces we can call trabeculae. 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 The space between the trabeculae, this space between the trabeculae, we can call red bone marrow. Red bone marrow. Red bone marrow. Okay. Same as it is this side also, there is a trabeculae and red bone marrow is there. Okay. Yes, this is the medullary cavity as certain bone marrow. We can call yellow bone marrow. Yellow bone marrow. Yellow bone marrow. Red bone marrow is there, yellow bone marrow is there. Okay. Yeah. This is highly thick mineral space, highly thick mineral place. We can call this is compact bone. Compact bone. Compact bone, guys. Okay. This is also compact bone around the medulla. Around the medullary cavity, it is compact bone. Compact bone filled with a mineral, compact bone filled with a mineral, we can call calcium phosphate. Calcium Ca3PO4 2. Calcium phosphate. This is the compact bone, guys. Okay. What is the role of yellow bone marrow, red bone marrow and yellow bone marrow? What is the role? Role of the red bone marrow to produce RBC, only RBC. Red bone marrow produce only RBC cells. There is a type of cells RBC, WBC and platelets. Guys, this is important. Red bone marrow not only produce RBC, they can produce these three types of cells. Three types of cells like RBC, WBC and platelets, because the blood do not produce their own matrix. The blood do not produce their own matrix. So, in that way it is the fluid tissue. In that way it is fluid tissue which is produced from the red bone marrow. What is the role of yellow bone marrow? Guys, if any accident is going to take place, there is a huge loss of blood. In that way blood cells also going to loss. Okay? This is the yellow bone marrow reservoir of the RBC. This is important. Reservoir of RBC. This is important, guys. This is most important. And if come to this epiphyseal plate, this is the plate is used for calcification. Mean this is the plate is like in the embryonic development, this first cartilage is produced, this epiphyseal plate is the hyaline cartilage. Hyaline cartilage. Turn into the bone. Further it is turn into bone. When? If the growth hormone affects on it epiphyseal plate, that leads to the bone turning cartilage, hyaline cartilage, which is epiphyseal plate, turn into the bone. That is called calcification. This is all over about compact bone. Compact bone itself 3 region, one is diaphysis, 2 epiphysis. Diaphysis, epiphysis divided by a plate which is epiphyseal plate, which is useful for the, this cartilage plate is turned into the bone under the growth hormone, which is the process we can call calcification. Okay? Yes, this is epiphysis. There is a fragments, pieces we can call trabeculae. The space between these pieces, trabeculae, called bone marrow. Red bone marrow. Red bone marrow, they provide the cells, they produce cells WBC, RBC and platelets. Okay? Yeah, there is a middle place we can call, this is the cavity, is medullary cavity. Medullary cavity as such a blood vessels are nerves and as well lymph vessels. Okay, and as well it is as like yellow bone marrow. It is the reservoir, emergency of the production of RBC. Okay, this is all our outlook of compact bone. This is the place which is around the medullary cavity, the place we can call compact bone. Compact bone is highly mineralized, that is the mineral is calcium phosphate. Okay? What is aversion system, where it is located? What is aversion system, where it is located? Guys, aversion system located within the compact bone, around the medulla, within the compact bone is aversion system is going to take place. Okay? Aversion system most important in the compact bone structure. Okay? Yeah, we are going to discuss about aversion system. Okay? This is like compact bone. If we cut this, if we cut, okay, if we sectionally cut it, the place, we can observe this structure, compact bone. If we cut, okay, the space middle place we can call medulla. Yellow bone marrow is there in the medulla, right? Yellow bone marrow. Okay? Yellow bone marrow. Yellow bone marrow. Okay? This is the medulla as yellow bone marrow. This around the this cavity there is a compact bone. Around the cavity, compact bone. Compact bone. Compact bone as certain tubes. Okay? We can call certain tubes we can call like these tubes around the medullary cavity. There is a tubes. These are the tubes called Haversian canal. Haversian canal. Haversian canal. This canal has their own blood vessels from the medulla, blood vessels and lymph vessels, lymph and nerves also there around the this Haversian canal has its own blood vessel and nerve cells and lymph nodes enter into the this Haversian canal. Okay? Yeah, around the Haversian canal there is a space called, yeah, around the Haversian canal there is a space like star-like spaces called lacunae. Star-like spaces we can call lacunae. Lacunae. Lacunae provide space for the osteocytes. Lacunae provide space for the osteocytes. These are the osteocytes. Osteocytes mean bone cells. Osteocytes mean bone cells. Bone cells. Bone mature cells. Mature cells. This secretes the space here, guys. The space here. This space is filled with mineral and fiber. Okay. This mineral is calcium phosphate. This is all over connected with, this is lamellae. This lamellae, around the lamellae there is this like cycle covered all over this. One Averson's canal and lacunae, osteocytes, and there is a matrix, space matrix. Around this there is a layer we can call Aversion system. Aversion system. Around the medulla there are number of aversion system is there to provide the nutrition into the bone. Okay. This is about aversion system. Okay. Guys, once again we have to come into that. Okay. This is like aversion canal, lamellae, and this is the osteocytes. Okay. These are the blood vessels enter into the aversion canal. Blood vessels are enter into the aversion canal. Around the aversion canal there is a lamellae. Around the lamellae there is a aversion system, guys. Yellow bone marrow, red bone marrow, diaphysis, epiphysis. Okay. You have to look into this, you may clear observe. Okay. Yes, we are going to look into again this bone. We are going to discuss about bone. Yeah, this is the compact bone, guys. Compact bone has two regions, epiphysis, diaphysis, and diaphysis there is a location which is middle. Okay. There is a, in the middle there is a like medullary cavity. Medullary cavity has bone marrow, that is yellow bone marrow. This is epiphysis, has certain pieces we can call trabeculae. Between the trabeculae there is a red bone marrow. Red bone marrow produces RBC, WBC and platelets, and as well epiphyseal plate which is useful for the growth, which is turned into the bone. That is the process we can calcification, which is under the growth hormone. Okay. This is the compact bone around the medulla as highly mineralized, and as well compact bone has its own aversion system. Guys, this is about the bone, specialized connective tissue. We are going to discuss about the blood and lymph in the next class. Thank you.